My name is Winnie Bush, and this is Winning with Winnie. Alright, y'all. So in today's video, we'll be looking at 5 universities that fully fund master and PhD degrees in computer science. If you're ready, I am. Let's get into it. Welcome back. So our first university we'll be taking a look at is the University of Alabama. So as usual, we go straight into their assistantship, fellowship, financial aid. So for those in computer science, as you can see, which is under their College of Art and Sciences, it says that they have financial aid that's available in the form of teaching assistants, research assistants, and fellowships. So you don't fill out any forms for it, but it says the majority of their doctoral students are offered either that's RA, so either research assistants or teaching assistantships, and it says that they're admitted master's students are automatically considered for merit-based teaching assistantships and will be notified if they receive one. So it says that, so you can see, so some department are also supported. So it says some are also supported by department funds. So let's just go through here. So over here it says for the fellowship, so it says highly qualified first-year doctoral candidates who are engaged in full-time research are eligible to receive a UAB graduate blazer fellowship, and it says for that there's a $23,000 stipend. That's per year, and then they also cover tuition and health insurance for 4 consecutive academic terms. And then if you receive a teaching assistant, it says teaching assistants are financial aid positions for master's students and doctoral students, and are primarily for instruction in undergraduate laboratories. And it says the workload is typically 20 hours per week. So it says here that we have found that all MS students have been able to find employment on campus or off campus through internships. And then for their teaching assistants, kind of similar, it says research assistants are full financial aid positions for PhD students. So by that they mean like tuition and I'm pretty sure stipend as well. And it says they support faculty research grants and contract activities. The workload does not exceed 20 hours per week. And it says these awards are for a calendar year, so 3 semesters. And it says an RA position is rarely available to entry students who have not begun research. Okay, so for this ones, it's typically people who've begun research. Let's look at the stipends. So it says stipends for PhD students holding TA is $23,000 per year, and it also covers full tuition and health insurance. And it says that MS, so master students TAs, are typically paid at $13 an hour for up to 20 hours per week. And it says the stipend for MS and PhD students, this is the following. So it says the first one is the MS and PhD level 1. That's for students who have not passed the level 1 qualifying exam. So it's $23,000 plus full tuition and health insurance. For level 2, so for students who have passed level 1 qualifying exam but have not yet passed the level 2 exam, it's $24,000 plus full tuition and health insurance. And then the third doctoral level, the PhD level, the third one is for students who have been admitted into candidacy, it's $25,000, and then that also includes full tuition and health insurance. So this is the first school that we should look at. And then it just talks a little bit about more, for also international students as well. But yeah, you guys, so I just wanted to show that page. Now we can go back and just learn a little bit more about their department in general. Let's see. Okay, so Department of Computer Science, employment opportunities. Oh, it says they're currently seeking for teaching. Okay. So they have a new Bachelor of Science, I'm guessing, in bioinformatics. They have an MS in data science, however y'all pronounce it. I'm trying to see where I can find. I want to see what the admissions requirement for that program is. So we can look at the MS in computer science. Let's see. So it says the MS in Computer Science program is designed to provide advanced study opportunities for people who So you hold a bachelor's in computer science and would like to advance, hold a bachelor's in another field and want to make a career transition to the computing field, or you currently work in the computing field and wish to. Okay. So it says the program consists of 30 hours and can be completed in 1.5 years by full-time students. Cool. Where do I see the admissions requirement? Is it over here? That's an admissions FAQ. Okay, admissions. Okay, so general admissions. So it says admission into the program is selective. So you need to complete like a couple prerequisite. So TOEFL, and it says so for international students you need TOEFL, but it says the English exam is waived for students whose native or first language is English, and it says to email this person this email for a waiver request. And their grade point average is you must have at least a 3.0 on a 4.0 scale, preferably higher in computer science courses. And it says there is no need for international students to translate their grades to a 4.0 scale. Okay, so study plan, it says you also need a clear statement of study plan, including specific graduate study objectives, academic background. So it says a strong academic background in computer science and mathematics, and proof of class ranking. So it says this information is optional but strongly recommended. Just for international students, it just talks again about TOEFL exam, which if your country is native English speaking, or if English is your official language, then you probably don't need to take it. All right, y'all, so that was the first university. Let's move on to our next one. So our next university is Cornell University. So they have a Master's of Science. All right, you guys, so this is the so computer science Master's of Science is a very small, highly selective 4-semester program for students who wish to deepen their knowledge of computer science through advanced coursework, research, writing, and teaching. So it's 34 credit basically that you would need. So for financial support, so here, this is always my part. So it says students who are admitted into the program serve as full-time teaching assistants during each of the 4 semesters. And it says this involves a 15-hour commitment to TA. Oh, that's nice. Only 15 hours. I feel like typically it's always 20 hours I've always seen. So you commit 15 hours basically to teaching, and in exchange you receive full tuition, a stipend to cover. Okay, let's just highlight that. So you get full tuition, a stipend to cover basic living expenses. You also receive health insurance as well, which is awesome. And then over the summer, so it says summer instructorships, TA-ships, and research assistantships are available, but are not guaranteed. I know a lot of times over the summer, students like to do like internships and stuff, but I think as long as they are covering like that spring and fall, like right here, it literally says that. So this would be awesome. All right, you guys, let's try. So I'm guessing it will be the same thing. So it says student wishing to pursue a PhD should apply directly to the doctoral program. So yeah, let's see admissions. Is there a place to see more information? Okay, I think this should be it. So it says a bachelor's. Okay, so it says a bachelor's degree in computer science is expected. Applicants must have a proven record of excellence as an undergraduate grader/TA in a computer science course. Experience as an undergraduate researcher is highly recommended. So for the application process, it says February 1st is typically when they start reviewing for a fall semester start, and November. Okay, so for so on November 1st is their review, is their deadline for spring semester start. All right. So it says that once all positions have been filled, they will stop considering new applications. So it says over here, let's highlight that. I feel like I wish they put it in bullet point. But it says an application consists of a transcript of all college level work. You would also need 3 letters of recommendation. You also need an essay that explains how the degree program and the anticipated thesis area resonates with your career plan. Oh, that's good. So GRE scores are optional. It says lack of GRE scores will not harm an applicant's chances. And it says, okay, so non-native English speakers, so that would probably be some international students as well. So non-native English speakers are required to take TOEFL, ELT, and then it gives you kind of the score. And then I think I already said it at the top before, but if you're trying to study in the fall, which is typically August, September, the deadline to apply is February 1st. And if you're trying to start in the spring, which is typically in January, it's November 1st. So yeah, so I hope that helps. Next school. So our next school is University of Iowa. Okay. All right, you guys. So computer science, straight into their funding. So it says all our PhD students receive teaching or research assistantships that fully cover tuition. Okay, let's highlight that. So it says that fully covers tuition and additionally provides a stipend for living expenses. It says this support is guaranteed for a minimum of 4 years, given good academic standing. So it says all our PhD students receive teaching or research assistantships that cover full tuition, and also, a stipend as well. So this is awesome. And then it just goes more into there. Let's see, where do we find? Okay. Oh, they even provide assistance with travel support. So it says the computer science department does its best to supplement funding for PhD students' conference travel. Each academic year, CS and PhD students are eligible to receive reimbursement up to $400 for domestic travel, so that's within the United States, and then $600 for international travel outside of the United States. Okay, y'all, so this is another good program, fully funded. Let's see, how do we find the admission process? I think this should be it. I don't know, is this specifically? Okay, yeah, this is specifically for the computer science. Okay, so it says admission to a graduate program is based on a rigorous and competitive selection process that considers your undergraduate performance, standardized test scores, and letters of recommendation. So it says candidates are advised to apply directly to the program that's best suited for the academic goals. So it says students applying to the PhD program need not have, so you don't need let me highlight that, y'all. Right here. So it says students applying to the PhD program need not have a master's degree prior to admission. PhD students may opt to receive an MS or an MCS degree while working towards their PhD, although there is no requirement to do so. And it says students who hold a master's degree upon entering the PhD program may apply for. Oh wow! So they can apply for transfer credits of their master's courses towards the PhD program requirements. That's nice. I would love to do that. So how to apply? So you apply through their website, and then these are some of the requirements. So they need, they say the completion of a 4-year undergraduate degree, and then you need a minimum of a 3.0. I feel like a lot of the programs need 3.0. So minimum 3.0 undergraduate GPA on a 4-point scale. It says graduate students in recent years had an average undergraduate GPA of 3.60 for PhD applicants and 3.28, okay, for MCS. Alright, so it says for applicants to the PhD and MCS program, international domestic. Oh, that's good. So you don't have to take this. It says the GRE is not required. Highlight that part. Is not required but optional. Okay, so TOEFL. So the graduate college requires a minimum TOEFL score of 81 for internet-based testing or a minimum IELTS of 7.0. But this is only for international students whose native language is not English. All right, and then it also requires undergraduate and graduate transcripts showing strong performance in the following areas: so math foundations, programming, data structures, and algorithms, and then also software and hardware systems. It also asks for 3 letters of recommendation, a statement of purpose, okay, and then your resume or CV. Perfect. All right, you guys. So that was Iowa. You guys, Iowa is just cold to me. All right, y'all. Our next school, which I think is also in a cold place, is Illinois State University. So this is your master's in computer science. So it says the Master of Science in Computer Science at Illinois State gives you the knowledge and tools necessary to study important issues in computer science to obtain productive employment or pursue advanced degrees. So it says the program will start in the fall of 2021. All right, how to apply. I like the fact that they put it on here. So it says a student applying to a master's program must have earned a 4-year bachelor's degree, present unofficial transcript. Okay, and then international students. All right, so we'll open this page just to read more about, but let's finish on this page. So additional program to be considered. So your GPA. So it says your GPA must be at least a 3.0 on a 4.0 scale for either for the last 60 hours of undergraduate coursework, okay, or any previous work in a master's program. It says so you have to submit. It looks like they are requiring a GRE then. So it says submit your score for the GRE. So it says must meet or exceed 155 and combined verbal and quantitative score of 300. And then these are some of the classes that they require or that they hope that you have. And then English proficiency score. So I think we already mentioned it up there, but it says international students must have a TOEFL score of at least 79 IBT, and it says the minimum accepted ELT score is 6.5. And for application deadline, so if you're trying to start in August, you have to submit it by May 1st, and if you're trying to start in the spring, which is typically January, you have to submit it by October 1st. And you guys, time for the money. All right, so it says the university provides graduate assistantships as a means of financial support. They are intended as a way to facilitate a student's progress to degree while providing important professional development. And it says these are the 3 things you have to do in order to be eligible. So first one is you must be admitted unconditionally, be in good standing, and be enrolled full-time. And this is the good part. Okay, so graduate assistants receive a monthly wage paid in the form of either a stipend or an hourly wage. Okay, a waiver for 100%. Y'all get that part. 100% of tuition during a semester of appointment, and a waiver of up to 12 credit hours of tuition for the summer term. So that's perfect. All right, and then you can submit your information over here to them if you want to learn more information. I did want to, before we go into our last university, I wanted to go because there was a place where they mentioned international students. I just want to click on that link and see what they say. Okay, where is it? Okay, it says international students can learn more about specific application requirements. Okay, just transcripts. Okay, application fee $50. Okay, so it says the GRE and GMAT is required by many master's programs. But yeah, you guys, so that was Illinois State University, and now let's go into our last university. So our last university is Penn State University, and theirs is the Electrical Engineering and Computer Science program. So for their funding, so it says typical appointments are 20 hours per week. The pay rate may vary. It says that graduate assistants, excuse me. It says graduate assistantships pay a monthly stipend, tuition, and 80%. Okay, let's highlight this so y'all can see it. So graduate assistantships pay a monthly stipend, tuition, and 80% of the student's health insurance premium. It says students are required to take 9 to 12 credits per semester. And it says all appointments automatically terminate at the end of the spring semester, if not before. So yeah, you guys, this is our last school. All right, let's see, where can we learn a little bit of information just about the computer science? Okay. All right, so they have a computer science and engineering. Okay, so Masters of Science in Computer Science. So it typically requires the completion of 30 credits. It says students interested in an MS in CSE should have already successfully completed operating system. Okay, so I'm guessing those are some of the classes. and then a 1-year master's of engineering in computer science and engineering. It's interesting. But yeah, you guys, so those are the 5 universities that offer full scholarship in for master's or a PhD in computer science. Until next time, y'all, my name is Winnie Bush. If you have any questions, please put them in the comment box below. Thanks, y'all.